get a better harmonic profile. In high power application, high switching frequency generally not preferred because of the high switching losses. And here the number of switches for semiconductor are less. That is why dV by dt, rate of change of voltage across the switch, is also high. So dV by dt basically causes EMI, electromagnetic interference problem. So the most significant advantages of the multi-level compared to two-level inverters are: it is possible to use power semiconductor devices of lower rating to realize high voltage levels at the inverter output. Second, it is possible to obtain refined output voltage, that is reduce total harmonic distortion. Third, it is possible to reduce the EMI problems by reducing the switching dV by dt. I request participants, if you find any difficulty while my speaking, do not hesitate in asking any questions. You are most welcome to ask the questions. This is the concept of multi-level inverter. We can have various steps in the output by connecting once number of switches, then number of switches. And conventional and most popular multi-level inverter topologies are neutral point, that is called diode clamped. Second, flying capacitor, that is, and third is cascaded edge bridge, that we call CHB topology. This I will take you in brief. This is the circuit of neutral point clamped, and at the beginning, let me clarify. You will find after what the definition of the multi-level inverter. If you have pen and paper, you please write in the copy. The definition of the multi-level is the phase output voltage or pole voltage should have 3 or more than 3. So having 3 or more than 3 level output is called the multi-level inverter. And after introduction of this in 1981, many applications you find this topology. I am telling you why 3-level inverter is very common. What is the reason? In your copy, you please write, if the phase voltage or the pole voltage is P, then the line voltage is 2P minus 1. So if I have the inverter 3 level, I will get line to line voltage 5 level. That is the reason the 3 level topology has been continuously using, because in the output we get line to line is 5. This diagram is for the 5 level. Voltages are clamped, are called the clamped diodes. This one. Actually, can anyone tell me this part? Shall I tell in detail, or this is over? Matlab, do you require a number of devices, clamping diodes, etc., or this had been taken by someone?
Sir, it is not covered. You can continue.
This is the diagram of 5 level NPC. So in the 3 level, in the 3 phase, we will get 2 multiplied by 5, 10 minus 1, 9 level. We will get line to line in 3 phase load. This is a single phase output, a single phase structure of the NPC. If you put in this equation, so you will get number of switching devices 5 minus 1, 4, 4 into 2, 8 switching devices. Clamping diodes are 3 into 4, 12, and DC link capacitors are 4. DC link capacitor voltages are VDC by 4. So each is 4 DC link, and these are the 8 switches. And I have drawn only 2, 4, and 6 clamping diodes, but those are basically you require 12. So here I will get a 5-level output. For VDC by 2, I require all 4 switches to get on. So I will get this is short, and I measure pole voltage of the A point to the M point. M point is the center of the DC link capacitors. Next, I will make S2, S3, S4 are on. Because of these SCRs are on, these diodes are on, and this point comes here, A point, and A to M voltage is VDC by 4. Second is S3, S4, S5, and these diodes get on, forward biased, and this point comes at the neutral where we have the reference. That is why we get the 0. Similarly, for minus VDC by 4, this point, because of turn on of this IGBT, this is here, and we measure of point A to the M. So it is minus VDC by 4. And similarly, when all these are on, this point comes here, and we measure with respect to M, VDC plus 4, VDC by 4. It is VDC by 2, and it is minus VDC by 2. So this is the working of 5-level neutral point clamp topology. Now, this is very common topology being used in industry, whether it is drive, whether it is fax device, or whether it is switching supply also, some of the switching supplies. So what are the advantages? If number of level is high, harmonic content will be low. Reactive power flow can be controlled. This PPT I had already given to your Patil sir. You can take it. We will not waste much of the time because I was told to give focus on MMC. So I will focus on MMC. I will not much dwell on the topologies. This is the second topology. All diode clamp inverters, all diode clamping diodes of the neutral point clamps are replaced by the capacitors, and these are called the flying capacitor. These are called the DC link capacitors. Flying capacitor. What are the advantages of this? First, fundamental advantage over neutral point is in this converter. You can see here each of the individual pole voltage, that is voltage of A to M, we get by only one switching combination. So in short, we do not have the redundancy. Redundancy, the meaning of redundancy is we cannot achieve any of these output voltage levels by more than one switching combination. And here we can achieve this. This is one of the major advantages of flying capacitor. So you see, this is single phase flying capacitor. These are the DC link, 4 DC link. DC link voltage are same, number of switches are same, and you can find by this equation clamping capacitors per phase, main DC capacitors and clamping voltage. So each of the clamping voltage across capacitor is VDC by 4, and you can calculate by these clamping capacitors per phase. This is 12 divided by 2, it is 6. So 2, 1, 3, and these are 3, 6. Now when these are on, we'll get VDC by 2. Now you see VDC by 4 in this configuration, I can get by 4 switching combinations. Zero output voltage of the voltage A to the M, I get from how many combinations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 combinations. These are called the redundancy. Now minus VDC by 4, I get by this switching combination 1 and above 3. Another switching combinations, another, this is, and last. So I have measured major advantage of this circuit over neutral point is I have redundancy. I can get each individual voltage more than one switching combinations. Advantages, phase redundancies are available, balancing the voltage levels, real and reactive power can flow. A large number of capacitors enables the inverter to ride through short durations. Disadvantages, you will find this circuit not using nowadays in drives and any of the applications. The reasons are we require large number of capacitance, expensive, bulky, and control is complicated. Now this is the important. This has been used. This is called CHB. What do you mean by CHB? This is cascaded hybrid bridge topology. This is three-phase, 5-level. This is VDC and this is VDC. Now you see, this is a single phase, 5-level CHB. If these two are on, I get VA1, that is VDC. If these two are on, I get minus VDC. And if these two are on, these are short. So I will get output of the first cascaded, first edge bridge is 0. And when these two are on, I get 0. And similar logic is applied. Only thing is that this is cascaded. Cascaded means the output of one bridge and output of other bridges are added. So this is 2 VDC. When
Hello, sir. Your voice is not there. You are not audible. So, Meshram, sir, you are not audible.
हेलो,
हाँ, yes, sir. Yes. Now it is audible.
हाँ, ये कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया था ना?
हाँ, हाँ. कुछ तो था.
हाँ, ठीक.
अभी क्लियर है आपका.
हाँ,
CDB
कोई इश्यू.
कंटिन्यू सर.
फ्लाइंग कैपेसिटर हो गया था क्या?
हाँ, फ्लाइंग हो गया था सर.
हाँ, ये CHB topology, this is very common and this you will find in the applications. I had already told if this is on, we get positive VDC. If this is on, we get minus VDC. And if this is on, we get 0. And this on, we get 0. And it is a cascaded. So output of the other voltage is added. Source voltage is VDC and VDC. So this I make VDC, this I make VDC, addition is 2 VDC. Now, second I make this plus, and this should be S5 or S7. This is wrongly, please be careful. To get VDC, I will have to get one VDC and another 0. Now this is 0, this is VDC, and 0, I make both 0. Here I make 1 plus, another minus. Here I make both 0. Here I make 1 0, 1 minus, and similarly you can get it. So this is a single phase structure of cascaded edge bridge topology. Advantages: requires least number of components among all multi-layer inverters. modularized circuit level can be possible. Disadvantages: needs separate DC source for real power conversion, and thus its application somewhat limited. Let me tell you, this is a VDC. VDC we generate in actual practice by 2-3 ways. One is uncontrolled converter. Second is a semi-controlled converter, that is thyristor based, and third is fully controlled, that is IGBT based. So this, whenever we require separate DC source by this, we will require at the input side transformer also. That is one of the most disadvantages of this circuit, cascaded edge bridge, because we need to generate VDC, and that we generate with the help of 3 types of converters: uncontrolled, semi-controlled. Uncontrolled means diode bridge, semi-controlled means thyristor bridge, fully controlled means IGBT. MOSFET we don't use in the medium voltage. So that is one of the disadvantages of this circuit. We require each DC source, and this DC source we require the transform each windings of the transformer. So transformer we require. Now I will not go in another combination of this, because all other structure or all other topologies you find is either a combination of either combination of any two of the neutral point, flying capacitor, or cascaded. Conventionals are 3. This is one of the topologies that is called 5-level HNPC. So this is 4 switch, this 4 switch is made in, and we will get VDC by 2. I will not go in details, please. If you find, if any of the participants find any difficulty in any of the times, please do not hesitate in asking the questions. This is another 9L HNPC. This is one. This is another is added. This I will tell you a little more. This is called active neutral point. One of the drawback of 3-level neutral point is unequal power loss distribution among the semiconductor devices in the converter, which limits the maximum output power and switching frequency. That is the reason the clamping diodes are replaced by the active switches. You see, this is the circuit of 3-level active neutral point. And I have just told you, in neutral point clamped, we don't have any redundancy, but here we can have the redundancy by changing the clamping diodes to the active switch. So we have connected the active switches here, and you see here we have lot of redundancy here, and we can get 0 voltage level by how many combinations? You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Only just by changing clamping diodes with the help of the active switches. This is one of the important multi-level inverter topologies. This is called active neutral. Active word is only because the diode clamp are clamping diodes are replaced by the active switches. This is active. This is also active neutral point. This is 5-level. This I will not go in detail. This is hybrid clamped. This is one of the, some of the topologies you will find they have not picked up by the industry, but they are still part of the research. Maybe in the future, if they find some advantages, they may use it. This is hybrid clamp generalized multi-level inverter. So we can have the many levels by this. This is again hybrid clamped single phase multi-level inverter. This is another transistor clamped converter topologies, 3-phase. The major advantage of it is able to control current path to control power loss distribution. As compared with active neutral point clamped, we have just seen active neutral point clamp redistribute the power losses over the switches, and that is the reason the higher power range can be used. But this topology can have more power range than the ANPC. This is multi-level matrix. This is basically AC-AC converter. Asymmetric will not go in details. The only difference is it is the same cascaded edge bridge. The only difference are the input supply voltages are in the proportion of binary trinary. Here it is the proportion of VDC plus 2 VDC. So it is a binary twice. So you will get VDC plus 2 VDC, 3 VDC, then 2 VDC, then VDC. So you'll get the 7 level. This is another hybrid multi-level. This is NPC with the cascaded. This is called asymmetric multi-level because input voltages are not symmetric. This is VDC and this is 6 VDC. This is stacked multi-cell. It is the extension of flying capacitor. So will not go in detail of this. I am just interested you to know fundamental topologies, NPC, flying capacitor, and cascaded edge bridge. This is the extension of flying capacitor topology. But this is also being used in some of the industries, stacked multi-cell. The structure allows splitting of input voltage into several, therefore lower rating power switches can be used. It reduces energy stored in flying capacitor as well as losses in the semiconductor devices. Number of combinations to obtain the desired voltage level is increased. That is redundancy. Now, we shall focus on basically what we are here to know about the modular multi-level converter. That is called MMC. Now, you please see this diagram very carefully. VSC is voltage source converter. I hope participants are knowing what do you mean by voltage source converter are the generic name. That is input voltage is made constant by putting the large value of the capacitor at the input. There are various advantages of VSC. That power is reversal with the help of current reversal. We can have multi-level inverter topology with the VSC. That is fundamental advantage of voltage source converter is power can be reversal by the reversal of the current. So all are of the VSC topologies. The only VSC generic name and different topologies can be used. So this circuit is the fly level single phase neutral point clamp. This is DC link capacitor. These are the clamping diodes. And this is the AC bridge, AC filter. Now, you please read carefully. Bulky passive AC filters require on this side. High pulse frequency, approximately 40 times the line frequency of this to get or to switch the switches. The very high slope of dy dt of the arm current. This is the arm current. The stored energy of the concentrated. This is called the DC link. So if some short circuit occurs on this site, all these DC link capacitor will produce very high value of the surge currents. Now 3-4 disadvantages major of the conventional topologies. I am reminding you once again. First major advantage, we require very high value of AC filter. Second, we require DC link, which at the time of fault or short circuit will produce very high value of current. And second, this arm current will have the di by dt, so EMC disturbance. Now, these are modular multi-level converter. This is the structure 3-phase. This is number of submodules. Submodule is this is called half bridge submodule. 2 switches are connected, and this is called the capacitor. The whole, this is called the arm or phase leg. This is called upper arm. This is called lower arm. And this is called submodule. This topology had been invented by Professor Margaret, University Federal Science, Germany, 2001. What are the advantages? The pulse frequency of the semiconductor is very low, 3 times f1. No need bar bulk filters. And another major advantage is we have the redundancy. Usually in practice, where modular multi-level converters are being used, they put 2-3 submodules extra on upper R and 2-3 submodules extra on the lower R. Hello. Hello. So this is modular multi-level converter topologies. And low voltage ratings. Another most important advantage of this topology basically doesn't have the DC link. And what is the most advantage of the DC link? You find in case of fault, that is short circuit, it will not produce such high surge current as the conventional topology which have the DC link capacitor. This is submodules. Number of submodules are connected in series. Again, I am repeating. This is called R. This is upper R. This is lower R. Stepwise change in the output reduces the electromagnetic interference also. So 3-4 major advantages I am reading out once again. One is scalability. So in case of any failure of the submodule, we can have immediate, there is no complications in connecting redundant submodules. Another is no DC link. Third is the switching frequency of the semiconductor is very low. And this can go for very high value of the voltages. That is why it doesn't need the bulk filters at the AC side. That is why this filter has this topology modular multi-level converter. You find when we had started researching in the year 2012, we had only 2 transactions paper, and now more than 500 transactions paper on MMC and around 600, 700, 800 papers. When we started researching in India, that time we had only 2 or 3 maximum transactions. Then it came. So this is the structure. Submodule is half bridge. You can find this is S1 or D1 is on. The output of the submodule is VC. When S2 or D2 is on, this is short. So output of the submodule is 0. And these are the simple equations. You can find it in my paper, very famous paper on the internet IEEE Explore site that madam has just read. So these are number of submodules. These are the number voltage across submodules. This is the voltage across the upper R. So you can find upper R voltage is S into P into capacitor voltage. Similarly, this is the addition. This is individual submodule voltage. This is addition of all voltages. And this is a phase voltage. Phase voltage we measure of this point with respect to the fictitious point of 2 DC link capacitors here. This is called arm inductor. This is called arm inductor. This is called submodule capacitor. So this is Vj Vdc by 2 minus V up J. Up J means voltage across the upper arm. And how do we find upper arm voltage? It is the addition of switching function multiplied by capacitor, and then we add all the capacitor voltages here. This is of minus upper arm. This is of plus lower arm. Now you see on your screen, this is working. This is phase unit states, and this is for n is equal to 6. So this is a single phase 7 level output. Capacitor voltage I calculate from VDC by n. N is number of submodules per arm. Arm has two arms. One is positive, another is negative arm. So this is per arm. Now how many levels I get? This is n plus 1. So if I put 6 plus 1, I will get 7 levels. So you see here, now upper voltage, upper number of submodule on is 0, lower is 6. So I will get by this equation VDC minus 0 into VDC by. So how much output I get? VDC by 2. So this is violet color, VDC by 2. Now upper is 1, lower is 5. So VDC by 2, 1 into VDC by 6, I will get VDC by 3. Now upper is 2. So VDC by 2 minus 2, I'll get VDC by 6. Now upper is 3, I will get 0. Upper 3 and lower 3. On. And please do not get confused. Submodule is on means upper switch or upper diode is on. Submodule, half bridge submodule is off means lower switch or lower submodule S2 D2 are on because it gets short. And if the upper are on, it gets the VC. VM is equal to VC. So submodule on means upper voltage, upper. हाँ, दिख रहा है? बंद हो गया था. हेलो, हेलो. Can you hear me, participants?
You are audible, sir.
हाँ नहीं, अभी बीच में बंद हो गया था. हाँ ठीक. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
हाँ हाँ, this is the working of MMC, single phase. It depends on number of submodules, which number of submodules of which of the arms are on, upper or lower arm. For this we'll get n plus 1 level, so we'll get 7 level. This is single phase. 3 phase is same. Now, important part of MMC in the dynamics or working of MMCs, the application of modulation methods. So carrier based are space vector, level shifted, phase shifted. Low frequency based is selective harmonic elimination, fundamental frequency, nearest level. If participant, if you find any difficulty, do not hesitate in asking. Even after our seminar is over, you can ask. That is not an issue. This is the space vector PWM. This is very digital friendly modulation techniques. This is the diagram of 5 level. What are the fundamental disadvantage of this is, the moment the number of levels of the output goes high, the number of switching states goes very high. This is with respect to n to the power 3. So if to 2 level, it will be 8 states, 2 raised to power 3. If your converter or inverter is of 3 level, it is 3 into 3, 9 into 3, 27. If it is a 5 level, 5 into 5, 15 and 7, 5, 15 multiplied 5 into 5, 25 multiplied by 5, 125. So space vector, though it is digital friendly, it is called digital modulation. It is difficult for the implementation for very high level of the inverter, because the number of possible switching combination, that is states, are very high. Now, these are very common. Level shifted. Here carriers are, we get output by comparing reference waveform with the carriers. How many carriers we require? That is the very common K minus 1. K is number of levels. This is level shifted, carriers are level shifted. This is PD, phase disposition, phase opposition disposition, alternate phase opposition disposition. This is depends on the placement of the carriers. If carriers are 180-degree phase shift, this is APOD. If the carriers above 0 are in phase, this is called POD. If carriers are in phase but level shifted, this is called PD. Fundamental point you shall be keep in your mind, all participants. This will get 5 level for carriers. This is the reference. But just by comparing this, the converter equivalent switching frequency is equal to the frequency of level shifted carriers. This is one of the important points. You please write it in the copy. Now we will see phase shifted, one of the famous carrier based modulations. Number of carriers we require. Here it is not 2n. Please make correction. It is n. Each carrier with the same frequency, same amplitude shifted by 2 pi n will get n plus 1. N is number of switch SM per hour. What is the fundamental advantage of phase shifted carrier? We get converter switching frequency equivalent is number of carriers into FC. So what this equation will give the advantage? If I have switching frequency FC and if I have the 5 level, I will require 4 number of carriers. So I will get 4 into FC. So first harmonic I will get at 4 FC. That is the fundamental advantage of the phase shifted carrier. Now this is another SHE, selective harmonic eliminations. So if we have a number of SM arms are 8, we get 4 angles. Number of harmonics can be eliminated 3. So this can be used for high frequency. If I ask any of you what is the fundamental disadvantage of this, the fundamental disadvantage of this is all those equations you are seeing on your board or mobile or laptop or screen, these are the nonlinear transcendental equations. So, and you will have to find out the solution of this nonlinear. So because of these nonlinear transcendental equations, it is difficult to find out the solution. That is why SHE is not popular. Now, the very common method, nearest level. When the number of voltage levels is small, high frequency modulation is used to generate the voltage. That is called level shifted PWM, phase shifted PWM. This has the advantage of eliminating the low frequency filtering needs, but the disadvantage is increase of losses. If the number of AC voltage level is very high due to existence of large number of SMS per hour, the AC voltage is generated in the form of steps. This causes the semiconductors to have few commutations and low switching loss. The low switching frequency are also very small. Harmonics are also very small if the number of steps is high, and consequently filtering requirement also small. Now, how do I get nearest level voltage? Very important. You can have my paper, very famous paper. This is reference voltage that I put Vm into sin omega t. This is 1 by Vc. Vc is Vdc by n. N is number of submodules per hour. This is round. And those who are working in MATLAB, there is a round function and default round is 0.5. You please write in your copy. Default round function in the MATLAB is 0.5. What I mean 0.5? What I mean 0.45? If any of the value is more than 0.5, it shows 1 in MATLAB. If it is less than 0.5, it will show 0. So if it is 1.25, it's less than 1.5, it will put 1. If it goes 1.56, it is above 1.5, it will show 2. So this is a reference voltage. This is 1 by VC. This is round function. And here you see how to implement NLC. Participants, I hope someone has the mic on, so it's creating disturbance. Thank you. This is reference Vm sin omega t. Vc I am repeating is VDC by n. N is number of submodules for R. This is a round function, and then inverter switching inverter switching logic. V reference is a staircase. Sampling is this. So this we have seen here. And round function I have seen, if it is round 3.4, it is 3. If it is 3.6, it is 4. So when this rounding comes, when round default is 0.5. 5. And after the sampled reference waveform is obtained, it is divided by the value of the capacitor voltage to find the closest level. Now this you find very important. 3 waveforms I have shown here. One is for 3 level, another is for 7 level, and third is for 41 level. Now for 3 level, what is my number of submodules? These are 2. So what if my VC is VDC by 2, and V reference is Vm sin omega t. So that I will get from 1 level to VDC by 2. There is minus 7 level. How many? N is equal to 6. So what is my VC? VC is VDC by 6. Here it is given. VC is VDC by 6, and V reference is my M into VDC by 2 into sin omega t. Participants, do you have any pen or paper? किसी के पास पेपर है, कॉपी है? हेलो हेलो, किसी के पास कॉपी है? हेलो, सो हेलो, किसी के पास कॉपी है? हाँ, ये देख लीजिए आप. तो ये 7 लेवल के लिए आउटपुट है, और अगर आप if you use 41 level, you will rarely find the steps. Please keep in mind, whenever the number of level goes more than 20, you will rarely find the steps. You will see almost the sinusoidal voltage. That is the reason this nearest level control is popular in high voltage. Almost 90% of the applications of MMC is in high voltage, and you will find they use NLC only, because the moment number of levels in the output voltage are more, you will find the output voltage is almost sinusoidal. Now we will see the balancing of the capacitor voltage. This is simplified NLC. In 3 phases can be controlled independently. Reference value can be converted into staircase. Normalized value is evaluated using the round function. The command for the upper arm, lower arm can be used. The command for the upper arm is complementary. Now, this is the principle of simplified NLC. We still have not started the balancing. You please be noted. We still have not started the balancing. This is reference waveform. This is rounding method. This is for VDC by 6. So it is for 7 level, and you keep it. When we want n plus 1 level, we can modulate the arm as a whole, or we can modulate upper arm and lower arm separately, both. But if some of the interesting scholars or interesting students, they want 2n plus 1 level, then we will have, then there is no option to modulate as a phase leg. You will have to modulate positive and negative arms separately, to get to n plus 1 level. But in n plus 1 level, we can modulate by both methods, either as a phase leg or as upper and lower arm. This is reference 1 by Vc round, and then we can calculate by this how many number of submodules are to be in, how many number of submodules are to be in lower arm in, and how many number of submodules by this logic. And these are number of states. This number of states goes to states to decoder. In MATLAB, we represent these states to decoder as a multi-port switch. And these are the switching combination. What is these switching combinations? One is for SM1 on. What do you mean by SM1 on? The upper switch or the diode is on. What do you mean by 0? Submodule is off. What do you mean by submodule off? Lower arm or lower switch or lower diode is on. And this is the same. Only difference is we can modulate our MMC with the help of positive and negative arm separately, in which case we will have to put control signal to the states to decoder, that is in MATLAB be used as a multi-port switch for upper arm states. For lower arm is lower arm states. How do we get N up and N low? By this formula. So these are N up and this is N low. Here, when we modulate as a leg, we can use any of these. And we can get for 7 level, 6 number of submodules per hour. So 12 number of submodules per hour. So 12 signals at a time. Here we get 6 of upper arm, 6 of lower arm, upper lower arm states, upper arm states. These are the states. You can see which of the SM is on for how much times, and how many number of submodules are on of upper arm as well as the lower arm. This we will get V upper arm, V lower arm, and this is VA is the output voltage we'll get by this. So what is the formula of getting this? ये हमने देखा था पहले on slide. VDC by 2 minus V of V upper arm voltage. V upper arm is this, and by this we'll get this output voltage. This is for 7 level. No redundancy of switching state required. Now balancing we will see, very important. What are the advantages of simplified? No redundancy of the switching state. No individual sorting. Identification of the status of the submodule can be carried. Does not require individual status at the time. Number of submodules can pass automatically in the gate logic. Can save processor time and pictorial presentation. Now, be careful. Be careful. This is the single phase MMC. This is submodule. Submodule here is half bridge submodule. This current can be from left to right positive or from right to left. That is called the negative arm current. So when arm current is positive, the current flows through D1. When arm current is negative, the current flows through the switch S1. Similarly, when this is submodule is on, when submodule is on, how do you calculate the how do you know by which device the current flows? This is positive, current flows through switch, and this is short, you'll get 0 output here. When this is the negative arm current, we'll get from here diode, and this is again short, you'll get 0. So identification of arm current is like this. So positive arm current is this from left to right, negative arm current is from right to left. Based on sorting, we will sort SMS. When arm current is positive, SMS with minimum voltages are selected to get switched on so that they get charged. When the arm current is negative, means the current which is coming out of the capacitor, the maximum voltages are selected to get switched on so that corresponding SMS to get charged. Now, participants, please remember, when the current goes in, it charges. When the current goes out, it discharges. So how do we select sub modules for the balancing? When current is in, that is positive, we'll have the sub module which has minimum voltage so that it can get charged. When the arm current is negative, that is right to left, current is out of the capacitor of the sub module. So we'll have to select the overcharged capacitor so that it can discharge and get to the reference value, that is VDC by N. Now this is the process. First process is, these are the capacitor voltage. I will sort it. There is a block in MATLAB of sorting. You can sort it minimum, maximum. If you can sort, you can sort it by ascending or descending. If you sort it ascending, you will get maximum here. If you sort it descending, you will get first value is maximum. And then if arm current is more than minimum, arm current is greater than 0, pass minimum value of submodule voltages so that it can charge. If arm current is less than 0, pass the maximum so that it can discharge. This is the third stage, status identifier. You will have to identify the status, because here maximum voltage can be anyone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will have to disseminate, disconnect. You will have to take it out. Which of these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you collect the state. Once you have collection of status, you can find out the gate pulse logic. Do you want me to explain this again? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Nahin, हाँ. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stage. Here sorting of capacitor. So we'll put all the capacitor submodule voltages here. Then we will sort. Sorting is done by two ways, ascending or descending. If you done the descending, we'll get first maximum and then last is minimum. And then we'll have to use capacitor voltage with the help of current direction. If arm current direction is more, that is positive, we'll have to pass the minimum value of submodule capacitor so that it can charge. If the arm current is less than 0, we'll have to pass the maximum value of the maximum submodule capacitors so that it can discharge. And once at this point, we'll have to identify status, means which one is higher, VC1, VC2, VC3. And here we'll have to find out ultimately VC1, VC2, VC3, VC4. And then we'll go for the logic. I will explain in the next slide very systematically. And if you find any difficulty in understanding, you please do not hesitate in asking questions in live also. This is my first step. This whole process is explained for the 7 level. So number of submodules in the upper arm are 6. Number of submodules in the lower arm are 6. So total submodules are 12. This is upper arm submodules, capacitor voltages, sorting, descending. So blue, and this is descending, means this is minimum, this is maximum. Here blue arrow indicates maximum, red arrow indicates minimum. Here I have sort descending order for 1 I have chosen. Here 2 maximum I have chosen, 2 minimum, 2 maximum, 3 maximum, 3 minimum, 4 maximum, 4 minimum, 5 minimum, 5 maximum. And please remember, this is for 7 level, number of submodules are 6. We do not have to take the minimum or maximum, because at the peak value all the submodules are in or all the submodules are out. So we take this process just less than 1 by submodules. Here 7 levels, number of submodules in the ARM are 6. That is why we have not used the F. We are using from A, B, C, D, E for taking 1 minimum, 1 maximum, 2 minimum, 2 maximum, 3 minimum, 3 maximum, 4 minimum, 4 maximum, 5 minimum, 5 maximum. We have not taken 6 minimum and 6 maximum because there is no need. All are in, all are out. So this is the first step. Now second step. What I do here, I pass maximum sub. What I means maximum submodule? The submodule which have the maximum capacitor voltage. Submodule has the capacitor. So that capacitor voltage is here. So I have chosen only one. And then I pass. If it is minimum, this will go. If it is maximum, this will go. Similarly, if IRM is greater, minimum will go to charge. If IRM is less, maximum will go. Similarly, you will have to pass 2, then 3, you will have to pass 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So at this I get 1, at this I get 2, here 2, 2 is minimum, 2 here is maximum. It depends whether I get minimum or maximum. It depends on the direction of the arm current. Here I get 3 output. It depends on whether I get minimum or maximum. It depends on arm current direction. Here 4, here 5. Now, for an example, you please be cautious in understanding this. For an example, I take this 2, minimum here. All are minimum. But you do not know whether it is VC1 minimum, VC2 minimum, VC3 minimum, VC5 minimum. So you will have to sort, and sorting you will have to find out. So next step is very, very important. This is output 1. What is output 1? This one. So I have only one capacitor voltage, and by this operation, what I do, if my VC capacitor is minimum or maximum, I will get here. If my second submodule is minimum or maximum, by this operation, I will get here. Similarly, this operation is very important for getting me VC1, VC2, VC3, VC4, VC5, VC6. And here only is 1. And now here I have 2. So I will have to apply these 2 separately, because at this point it could be VC1, VC2, VC3, VC4. At this point it could be VC1, VC2, VC3, VC4, VC5, VC6. So this is first output. This will pass. If here it is 1, I will get 1. If it is 2, this will pass by this. I will get VC2. If it is 3, third capacitor voltage, I will have to pass by this. Similarly, at this output, now I am sure all these outputs are first submodule capacitor voltage, second submodule capacitor voltage, third submodule capacitor voltage, fourth submodule, 5 and 6. Here I am not sure whether I have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth or sixth. Similarly, I have to do for this also. I will have to pass. If this is 1, I need 1. If this is 2, I am sure I will need at here 2. I will make how to make sure 2 by this. If this is 3, this by this method, it will come to 3. Now, I will have to make the same process for 3 minimum or 3 maximum. In this step, I will have to take out VC1, VC2, VC3, VC4, VC5, VC6. And again, it is for 5. 5 minimum, 5 maximum. Every input to be taken out at what time when it comes 1, I need 1. How I will get to know? I will make sure by this switching combination, when it 1, this will be 1. When it is 2, I will have to pass that second stages by this. When it is 3, I will have to pass by third stages on these 3. Similarly, all 5 output of this one, I will have to make it here. 4 I deliberately did not draw. Now, what is this status collector? What do you mean by status collector? Status collector is here. If it is one input only, there is no problem. I have 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If these are 2, this case, now this is first capacitor voltage, this capacitor voltage. So this could be at any time. This could be at any time. So I will have to further make sure how do I take first capacitor voltage forward. How do I take first capacitor voltage forward? If I make this output and this output OR. OR means what? If any of the input to the OR gate is 1, I will have 1 pass. This one. Second, if any of these 2 are appearing, I will get 2. If any of these 2 are appearing, I will get it. And similar process I will have to apply for 5. 5 means what? This is VC1, 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 VC1. You will never find this VC1, VC1 at a time where you will get it. So at certain time, at this point, first capacitor voltage gets on. On means 1. So therefore, you will have to make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 R. R means what? If any of these are 1, you will be sure your first capacitor voltage status SM1 is here. If any of these second capacitor voltages are on, this will pass. It means it is the second capacitor submodule voltage. If any of these 3 are on, we will get third. If any of these 4 are on, we will get fourth. Similarly, we will get all 6 capacitor. That is final now. What is this block is going? I know to modulate as an phase leg, I will have to modulate the total number of submodules at any time is equal to n. This is for 7 level. N is number of submodules per hour. So n is equal to 6. So I will have to make sure here I have taken all this. Upper arm 6, lower arm 6. So if 1 is on, 5 should on of lower. If 2 is on, here you see 1, so I have taken 5. Here you see 2, so therefore I have to take 4 here. Here you see 3, I have to take 3. So total number of submodules to be on at any time should be n. If it is I take 4, then 2 from lower. If I take 5, 1 from lower. You see this. 1 out of 6 upper SMS are on. That means what? 1 or 1, 0, 1 or 0. OP3, 2 out of 6 SMS are on. That is 2 of them get 1. And 4 out of 6 lowers are on. That is 4 of them get 1. And finally, this is voltage level switching states. I have told you when all number of submodules for the peak level to be on, that is 6 are on from positive and 6 are, we do not require any process for this level and this level. We require for this and this. So this is output. So 5 are on here from upper arm, 1 from lower. Here OP3, 3 from upper arm, 2 नहीं चाहिए या 3 चाहिए. You please be careful. 3 from upper lower arm, 4. Here it is all 6 from upper arm, 5 from upper arm, 4 from upper arm, 3 from upper arm, 2 from upper arm, 1 from upper arm. And when I say 1 from upper arm, it means 5 from lower arm. When I say 2 from upper arm, it means 4 from lower R. When I say 3 from upper R submodules to be made on, then I means 3 from lower R. When I means 4, so 2 from lower R. When I means 5, then I will get 1 from lower R. And for the last peak negative, we don't need to make it on. These are the pulses. G1, G6 for upper R, G1 to G6 for lower R. This converter is for 1540 MVA DC voltage plus 2 kVA. Load parameters, load power factors are chosen here. You see here 7 level. Output is VDC by 2 minus VDC by 2. This is capacitor voltage. VDC by N 33.33. You will find how important it is balancing at benchmark. Here you find how important it is balancing at benchmark. This is effect of M modulation index. If it is reduced modulation 0.7, then certainly you will find the output voltage levels are less. This is 3/5. This is effect of power factor from 0.9 to 0.8, modulation index from 0.9 and power factor 0.5. You can see how beautifully the capacitor voltages are balanced at 33.33. Now we'll see MMC, VSC, HVDC. You just give me break of 2 minutes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Just break of 2 minutes, bust. Let me have
sir.
the water.
Okay, sir. Participants will be online.
Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Now we had seen till this point important part. One is why multi-level or inverter topologies are chosen by industries. Then second, why the modular multi-level converter are being the famous and very liked by researchers, professors, and industry. And then we have seen modulation techniques. Then we have seen the capacitor voltage balancing. Now we are going towards the application part. The major application of the MMC is in the high voltage, because the whole structure of modular multi-level is only feasible to the cost when it goes to very high level. I am telling before one example. The first MMC application is Transbay cable, very famous application in America. It has plus minus 200 kV, 201 level. So for your kind information, number of submodules connected in the positive arm are 200 and negative arm are 200. So it gives output 201 level. And we have seen in one of the slides, when output is 21 level, you will have difficulty in finding out the steps. It will be the sinusoidal. So first application is 201 level. That is 200 submodules in positive R, 200 submodules in negative R. and 3-phase is 400 multiplied by 3 at the sending end node, 1200 submodules. The same 1200 submodules at the receiving end. So in the first application of MMC HVDC is 2400. Second famous application I will be telling you so that you can get the idea is INELF, France and Spain link. This is a plus minus 320 kV. The total number of it is a 401 submodule, a 401 level output. So 400 submodules in R. Lower arm 400, it is 800. 800 multiplied by 3, 2400 submodules. 2400 plus 2400, 4800 submodules in a line at the sending end half, at the receiving end half. And you just go on multiplied by 2. That number are the semiconductor switches. So this is basically one end of the HVDC. This is AC system. This is strength, source voltage. MMC output is VC angle 0. So this is constant. This is variable. We can vary VC, amplitude, as well as the del. So this is angle. How the power is exchanged between MMC and AC system by this equation. VS VC divided by X sin del. And this is active power flow is controlled by del. Reactive power flow is controlled by voltage magnitude VC. So VS we assume the 0 angle. This is del. So VS in all 4 quadrants, put it on the x-axis. In this and this quadrant, VC is more. VC is more means by this equation Q is positive, means MMC supplies reactive power, and here angle is positive, so it supplies active power. Angle is negative, it absorbs P. In this quadrant, VS is more. So VS is more means by this equation, this is at negative, it is negative. Means power instead of supplying by the MMC, it will absorb. So here absorbs Q, absorbs Q. Now here the angle is leading. Leading angle active power depends on del, so it supplies. Active power depends on del, it absorbs. So it is a 4 quadrant operation. And these are the MMC, VSC, HVDC. This is system, RL. These are the equations. And then these are DEQ transformation. Then controller. Controller is fine. This is inverter voltage VC of D, inverter controller VC of Q, and this is PI controller. This is PI controller. So this finally will get PI controller. This is PI controller. This is power, active power in DQ. It depends on D. Reactive power depends on the Q component. So active power controller determines active power. 4 methods of voltage control. DC voltage, reactive power control, AC voltage control. And these are some of the how we control in MMC HVDC controller. This is ID reference, so we control P. This is IQ reference, we control Q. And then it is the synchronization, supply voltage to be synchronized with the help of phase lock loop. And here we get supply voltage D component, supply voltage Q component, supply voltage D component, supply voltage Q component. Here MMC system, this will give the balancing algorithm. These are the controller. Then finally this VC and VQ will have to convert it into ABC, and then you use the modulation balancing algorithm These are the result. Supply voltage, P with P reference, Q with Q reference, modulation index, VDC1, supply voltage 2 at the inverter point, power at the inverter point, Q at the inverter point, modulation index, and this is VDC2. These are all the supply voltage 1 per unit. This is P reference, and then how fast it follows. So this is one of the powerful application of the MMC. It is HVDC line. These are, again I am repeating, these are simple equations. By KVL you apply it. It is a simple. This is supply voltage and this is converter voltage. It is a simple, and then you convert it into DQ components, transformation, and then you convert VCD and VCQ, and then this is the power. So here 5.14 is written. So this equation, calculate actual P will calculate here by 5.14 means 10 by this equation, and then here is you will not find VSQ. Why? Because it is phase locked loop is here. The A phase reference is 0. So therefore you will not find here VSQ. VSQ will be 0 here in both equations. Now we will see in short what do you mean by HVDC. ये 2011 का मेरे पास डाटा है. 102 gigawatt, 112 schemes. Europe has 34, Asia has 33, America has 25%, Oceania 6.1, 3.1 Africa. 333 gigawatt of new HVDC transmission capacity will be added between 2013 and 2020, including 200 gigawatt alone in China. What is the status of India? 18,000 megawatt India installed HVDC capacity, 5 bipolar, 1 multi-terminal, 3 back-to-back. Which are the companies? ABB has 58% share, Siemens has 15, Alstom 10, Toshiba has 8%, General Electric 5, other suppliers are 4. And now you see 1928 grid control Mercury line HVDC, 54 first DC project using Mercury arc, 1958 thyristor was invented, 72 first thyristor based line, 1990 first VSC HVDC. What is the difference between this line and this line? Here it is thyristor, which can turn on by the gate but cannot turn off by the gate. Here wall is turn on as well as turn off by the gate. First HVDC 1997. Which are the companies in the market? HBB. By which name they sell? HVDC Light. Siemens they sell by HVDC Plus. This is C means China Electric Power Research Institute. They sell it by HVDC Flexible. Alstom, they sell it by HVDC Maxine. So these are the market companies which sell the VSC HVDC by this name. First HVDC VSC base is 2 level, first generation 1997, switching frequency 1950, 3% ABB. This is second generation, 3 level NPC, total loss 2.2, switching frequency is 1500. Each individual switch you find number of switches connected in series. This is second generation, loss 2.2, 3 level NPC, series connected, This is second generation. Second generation again, in the same they introduced HVAC, HVDC by changing diodes with the switches. This is ANPC, 1500 Hz, total loss 1.4. The same 3-level NPC, switching frequency 15 Hz, 2002, same line. And now third generation. What they did third generation, they have again had come back on 2-level. But what they did combination of selective harmonic elimination PWM and third harmonic injection. For switching frequency, they reduced 1150. That is why total loss 1.4. And this is fourth generation what we are talking. Siemens HVDC plus MMC, switching frequency less than 150, total loss 1%, Transbay cable, USA. This is fourth generation HVDC light. This is of Siemens. This is of ABB. They cannot use this submodule. So they will have to change. They had changed. Instead of taking 1 point from here, they have connected here because Siemens had the patent of the above half bridge. This is fourth generation cell by ABB by the name HVDC Light. And the third company, Alstom, they sell it by Maxine. What is the difference? Can anyone tell me with this and here? Hello, participant. Can anyone tell me the difference in here, this line, and this is the Siemens line, HVDC plus, generic name is VSC. What is the difference between this line, Alstom, and this line? Can anyone tell? Any of the participants? Hello.
Yes, you are audible, sir, but nobody is answering your question.
Okay, fine. The fundamental difference between this line and this one is ABB Siemens used the half bridge submodule. Here in this line, Alstom uses the full bridge submodule. And again, the HVDC VSC technology, they have then changed. They have used hybrid. This is called director switch. This is called director switch. And they have used full bridge in series with the director switch. Now, if any, I'm telling you fundamental difference of this. This is the half bridge submodule actually being used by Siemens. These are the protection switch SW1 and thyristor. Here it is written. You please check. When submodule is not working, this switch is closed so that this switch protective devices helps submodule to sort out. And when there is a DC short circuit on this, instead of current will flow from diode, this will flow through the press packed thyristors. So they have provided the protection for their submodule for two cases. One is submodule is defective, another when there is a fault. And this is Alstom. So three main companies are dealing with MMC this point. These are some of the applications, practical This I have already told, 2201 levels. This is 401 levels. These levels you can find it out. It is now very popular in renewable sources, especially in the offshore. So I have given only few applications. There are many more lines have now established with the help of MMC. And now again I am repeating you, this is 401 levels. So how many submodels you imagine in half upper R? I have just told 400, lower R 400. So 800 submodules. 3 phase multiplied by 3, 2400. And again the same 2400 on the next side. So it is 4800 submodules. You just multiply it by 2. Almost 10,000 switches are they being used in France Spain link. These are the references. Any questions, participants, you are welcome to ask. My side, I am more. If you want anything more, you can ask. We can discuss. No issue. Any part, if you fail or if you fail to understand, you are welcome. And do not hesitate in asking the questions.
Yes, from participant side.
Now you please, you do not hesitate. Otherwise, you think this question or that question. Nobody is here on island on the earth. Everybody is human being. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has little more knowing. Others has little less knowing. That doesn't mean he cannot know more. When we started working, you will be surprised. Our paper on MMC is the first in India.
Yes.
You will be surprised. Our paper on MMC in 2015 is the first in the whole country.
Right.
And if anybody has any that is being read almost passionately by every part of the world, in every part of the world, the only reason it is being read is once you read our paper, you will feel that your understanding has increased by bits. That is an important part. So our paper is on the transactions IEEE. You can read it. The same balancing method I had tried to explain. One of the very famous papers that Madam had already introduced that paper in the introduction part. So if you till in my presentation, if you find any difficulty, the only thing is that is because of Corona pandemic. Otherwise, if I come to Nashik, that would have been more interesting.
Yes, sir. It will be.
It will be more interesting. It will be
Yeah.
more interesting to
Correct.
know. But unfortunately, we have to find out some way in the situations. We can't do anything at this unless it goes or it subsides.
Right.
So if any of the list participants has any, do not hesitate in asking the question, please.
It means all points are clear from your side, sir.
There are two possibilities. Either they understood all the things or they did not understood anything.
Yes.
Only that time the participants don't ask the questions. I tried at my level best.
Yes, sir. It was very clear. Each and every slide is very clear, and your explanation was informative.
Actually, there is a fundamental problem in online teaching and learning, but I have just told nobody can do anything.
And
We
actually,
have
we
to.
do not get a response. Actually, when we teach in class, the response on the faces of that students, these are very
Exactly.
much.
But I tried at my level best.
Surely, sir. Surely.
हाँ अभी
Shall we conclude, sir? Nobody.
Excuse me, madam.
हाँ
Yeah, please. You can unmute yourself. Ashwini Bhaviskar.
Actually, I'm Mrs. Bhavis Karune. Whatever the things you have taken, that no doubt that madam said like the same. You have taken very important points and in a very specific way. So there is no any doubt in your presentation. But I have only
हाँ
one thing.
हाँ
What may be the research way or the topic through which we can go ahead for the further purpose process?
Madam, one thing you please remember, this MMC has almost in the year 2001, 2003 had invented by Margaret Professor. Then almost 7 years it had been lying dead. है ना?
Okay, sir.
Shall I tell one beautiful story of Margaret Saab?
Yes, sir.
Surely,
Sure.
sir. Yes. You can share, sir. Please.
He had sent his paper to transactions. I will not tell you which transactions, that I know, but it's not fair telling you. Professor Margaret Saab had sent his paper on MMC to the transactions. Transactions rejected his paper 2-3 times. And then he was presenting his paper in one of the conferences, and on the front row there was a young fellow around 25 years from the Siemens. Siemens is basically German company. I will give you your answer also, Bhaviskar. You don't worry. I will tell
Yes.
you which.
Yes,
but I just remember now. Then it's better I tell. Otherwise, I don't remember the stories. So he was presenting Margaret Professor in one of the conferences, and one of the representative from the company's Siemens, around 25 years old, he was sitting on the front row. So after his presentation is over, that person which is around 25 years old, he told Margaret Professor, sir, I want to meet you for 2, 3, 5 minutes. So he had given him time. And that person from Siemens had asked him, sir, what you are telling in this conference is not so easy. This will make one of the revolutions in electrical engineering. And Professor Margaret Saab was telling him, I am trying to publish in transactions, but nobody is accepting my paper. And you are saying this will make another revolutions. So it seems you are also quite young. I don't know how much engineering you know. So that person from Siemens told, I do not have experience, but you do one thing. You now forget in publishing. You just give your patent to us.
Okay.
And you will be surprised. Now Siemens doesn't have any time to have another contract on HVDC plus. They are already booked by the world.
Oh, very nice.
They are unable to take the new contract on MMC plus. And by seeing them, the company which is the first introduced VSC HVDC ABB, they started. And by seeing their success, Alstom started. And by seeing their success, Siemens, Alstom, and ABB, China had developed their own CEPRI, China Electric Power Research Institute. They have copied from America. America has EPRI, Electric Power Research, but they have put C. And now they have the three HVDC out of 3, 2 are multi-terminal MMC based HVDC line. And now coming to your question of research, there are 2-3 issues of the research which is still have many scientists and professors are working. One is basically many companies are interested putting MMC in drives. Hana? Hello.
Yes, sir.
You are audible. Yes.
They are basically interested in putting their application in drives, but there is certain point they got stuck for the low frequency operation of the drives. So many professors are working the aspects of application of MMC on drives. This is one of the powerful research topic in these days. In these days. Another is now this we what we have talked is DC-AC. Now people around the world are working on DC-DC, MMC, DC-DC.
Yes.
So what we find buck boost, then forward converter, then feed forward converter. Now they want this MMC for the use of DCD. So this is the second issue of research. People are now NIT Bhopal has started working. Some scholars are working on MMC DC-DC in Bhopal. Then high frequency MMC transformer. This is one of the topics. Third topic is none of the participants asked me what are the disadvantages of MMC. I expect someone will ask. The first major disadvantage is first major advantage, we don't have the DC link that I had already told. The second major disadvantage is it doesn't have the DC link. So if it shorts on DC side, it will not all the capacitor will pour its current and surge. But second disadvantage is the sub-module capacitor energy storage is very high. है ये है. और थर्ड इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट जो अभी इंडिया में और ऑल ओवर कंट्री में रिसर्च हो रहा है अभी लेटेस्ट, मैंने जो आपको बताया वो प्योरली फोकस किया सब मॉड्यूल इज द हाफ ब्रिज. दिस हाफ ब्रिज सब मॉड्यूल इज पेटेंटेड बाय Siemens, and now the major disadvantage of the sub module is if fault comes on the DC side, that complete fault current will go through the diode of the IGBT, diode connected across the IGBT, and diodes do not have the highest surge current capacity, so they will go out and line is out. So now fourth research topic is many research scholars are now developing different submodels. What I didn't get time actually. Now Alstom has proposed full bridge, alternate arm current. One of the PhD scholars under the Shukla sir at IIT Powai, he has proposed some fault tolerant topologies, fault tolerant submodule technology. ये एक रिसर्च पार्ट है. पहला आपका ड्राइव्स पे है, दूसरा मैंने आपको एनर्जी स्टोरेज जो है वो कम एनर्जी जो लगता है कैपेसिटर में दैट इज हाई. थर्ड मैंने बताया आपको DC-DC. फोर्थ मैं अभी आपको बता रहा हूँ फॉल्ट टॉलरेंट सब मॉड्यूल टोपोलॉजीज, बहुत सारी आगे अभी. और सिक्स्थ है हियर वी रिक्वायर लॉट ऑफ सेंसिंग करंट सब मॉड्यूल्स. सो नाउ पीपल आल्सो थिंकिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ sensorless. Some of the papers you can get it on estimation. So some of the research are coming for the sensorless balancing. तो ये 6-7 पॉइंट मैंने बताया. DC-DC ट्रांसफार्मर, फॉल्ट टॉलरेंट सब मॉड्यूल टोपोलॉजीज, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ MMC टू द ड्राइव्स. और कुछ पूछना है?
No,
I
sir.
think it is more than sufficient to ma'am. Ashwini madam, we
Yes,
are really
madam.
satisfied.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
हाँ.
Actually,
और
what
anyone?
happened when we just whatever the sir has given example that regarding the paper, yes, same thing. Sometimes it happens with us also, because as we know this is the new topic, but when we put that topic in the any conference, but that may be many times because of some other reason, it might be well, it is rejected. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
need to know
So this
what is the main thing. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Actually,
Any
this
other
is
part?
happening. We are working theory knowledge. We are taking only the theory knowledge. So I want to know that what is actually practical scenario, so that we can apply our whatever the things we have to the practical conditions or practical or technical problems, I can say. So that's why the question is there. By rest of the things you have explained it very good, sir.
Very, yeah. Very
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, you are from which college, please?
From JSBM Rajeshri Shahu, Pune.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Rathode.
Madam, Ashwini madam is classmate of your Yummy.
Ashwini Bhaviskar. Oh, that's why. I know her as Ashwini Pawar. From Bhaviskar,
Ashwini Pawar.
I didn't. Okay. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
so I will go for concluding this session.
Okay,
So, Dr. Meshram sir, I am very much
Okay.
thankful to you as you explain each and everything regarding topology with NPC topology, FC topology, CHB, and other multi-level topologies. Hybrid clamp topology also you covered in very well manner. HVDC projects and applications of MMC, HVDC, these are very informative, and I am sure that this is really value added session for all the participants. So I am very much thankful to you, Dr. Meshram sir, and we
Thank you,
hope
madam.
again your such cooperation in future also.
Sure.
Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
thank you,
Thank
sir,
you.
and
Thank you.
dear participants, we will again meet in tomorrow's session. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. पाटील सर माझ्याकडनं बंद करू का मी
हा येस सर येस
चालेल.
की तुम्ही बंद करता
तुम्ही लिव्ह करून घ्या सर काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आम्ही थोडं अटेंडन्स वगैरे डाउनलोडिंग
हा.
असतं आमची
अटेंडन्स
अच्छा मग म्हणजे मी लिव्ह करू
हो
हो,
लिव्ह
चालेल.
करा
हो थँक्यू हा
थँक्यू सर थँक्यू
हो थँक्यू